What's good, y'all? It's your boy Third Degree, and I'm back with more Ratchet Newz. Let's get into it. Jay-Z is accused in a civil lawsuit of sexing a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, I don't know. We're going to have to wait to see how the story unfolds, but there's already starting to be some holes in this whole little allegation. So, we're going to have to just wait and see. But me personally, as Third Degree, speaking on behalf of me, I don't believe this one. And I kind of stand with Jigga. But again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, then I'm right. You know what I mean? But we shall see. Moving on. Well, actually, let's read something from Jay-Z. Jay-Z claims that before Busby went back and added Jay's name to the lawsuit accusing Diddy and now Jay-Z of sexing a 13-year-old girl back in 2000, he tried to meet up with him and get a settlement, but Jay-Z refused to mediate and actually filed his own lawsuit against Busby. Jay-Z says in a statement his heart hurts the most for his kids, who he and Beyonce will now have to sit down and explain this and the greed of people too. It's sad in this situation, so we shall see. But moving on. A Disney influencer, Dominique Brown, dies of food allergy at an industry event despite informing staff of allergens. I smell a lawsuit coming on. Moving on. Poet and writer Nikki Giovanni has sadly passed away at the age of 81. My heart goes out to her. She was definitely a revolutionary and activist, and she was just too cool for school with this picture right here. With her Thug Life tattoo, she always supported and stood up and made sure everybody understood who Tupac was. It was even on his album, when a Rose That Grew from Concrete. So, you know what I mean? So, sadly will be missed, and our prayers go out to her family. First ever black daytime soap opera, Beyond the Gates, is set to premiere in February 2025 on CPS. So make sure you go out and you support that. Moving on. Bill Clinton shares his take on 2024 election. Quote, Donald Trump won the race fair and square, I think, end quote. I'm with you, Bill. I'm with you. Matter of fact, speaking of your boy Dumb Donald, Trump says he can't guarantee tariffs won't raise U.S. prices. Also, within this, Donald Trump backtracks on promise. Trump told Time he's not sure he can bring grocery prices down and that it's very, very hard. End quote. I mean, are Donald Trump lying? Really? No, you say? Moving on. Fat Joe questions why Latinos voted for Trump. Me too. Moving on. When it rains, it pours baby oil, I guess. Anonymous male Diddy accuser speaks out for the first time on his sexual assault allegations. Crazy as we watch the drama unfurl. 50 Cent reveals the Drake op list during an interview. Interesting. Really, really funny. There's a lot of people on there. A lot of people. Moving on. What they talking about? Talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? Talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh? Kendrick had to do the chorus for Peekaboo because it was too hard for everyone else. I understand why. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Let's move on. Orlando Brown and his wife Danielle Brown are expecting their second baby this year. Oh man. Orlando Brown's wife gave birth back in January. Today the couple announced she's currently 3 months pregnant. I don't know if bro should be procreating. That's just me and my 3 cents. You know what I mean? But moving on. Japan to introduce a 4-day work week in April 2025 to help working mothers and boost record low fertility rates. Go ahead, Japan. Moving on. Nelly announces 2025 Where to Party At World Tour featuring Ja Rule, E, Fabulous, Jermaine Dupri, and more. Are y'all gonna go? Let's see. All right, moving on. Heads up. U.S. travelers visiting the UK must now apply for electronic travel authorization starting in 2025. Ooh, things are getting tight. Something telling me that the next 4 years is about to be a really, really long one. Moving on. Caitlin Clark says there needs to be a better effort to elevate black women in the NBA. I salute her for saying that and getting on her platform and saying it, but she seems like she's damned if she do, damned if she don't, because there have been people who have criticized her. She seems like she just can't win. So I think people just must first start to admit that they just do not like her. My 3 cents. Moving on. Lily Phillips speaks on sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours. Man, she must have high mileage and her thing must be really hurting the sore. You know what I mean? That's just gross. It just may look like this. This is how men are going to be walking up into her next time. But moving on. A woman who accused Duke lacrosse players of essaying her nearly 20 years ago admits she lied. That's crazy. It's crazy. I hope those dudes are able to get their lives back. Moving. Lamar Jackson's unisex cologne was birthed from his love of women's perfume. Quote, "I like to smell like a female sometimes," end quote. What the funk? Moving on. A black-owned fan base announces Fanbase Spark, a Twitter rival launching in 2025. Ooh. Hey, go out and make sure you support, because Elon Musk is doing whatever he's doing with Twitter. So, moving on. Michael Jackson is the top earning deceased celebrity of 2024, with earnings totaling in $600 million. Since his death in 2009, Jackson's estate has been reportedly earned over $4 billion through music catalog sales, licensing deals, and other ventures, solidifying his legacy as a cultural and then financial powerhouse. It's just sad that he had to go and he couldn't really enjoy any of it. But we'll talk about that another day. But speaking of, Michael Jackson unreleased music found in storage unit. There's been some DAT tapes that have been found, and they have some unreleased Michael music. So let's see what the estate does. Let's see if they get some top producers to put it out, because that's what he does. He earns money. But again, I think I'm gonna shut up. But speaking of Mike, there's been people online making fun of Michael Jackson's blue-eyed daughter Paris, 26. They say her fiance look like clones of each other. They're going in. The internet has no chill. But moving on. Dre Kelly defends decision to keep R. Kelly's last name despite levying abuse allegations against the singer. "I earned this name." Doing what? Anyway, moving on. Hawaiian woman found safe 2 weeks after her father took his own life following her disappearance. That's just sad. And truthfully, she needs her ass kicked for that. Moving on. Last but not least, Snoop's Missionary album came out today, and it is a certified banger. I'm loving it, especially the song with him and Method Man, and Guns N' Smoke with 50 Cent and Eminem. Man, it's really, really good to hear West Coast music back. Snoop is out here reclaiming and refines his West Coast gangster roots, and I'm loving the album, so I make sure you go support. Well, that's all I got. So enjoy the show, and let's get back into this. Let's get back into it. What are they talking about? They talking about now.